Hello, let's see if I can fix this camera a little. Like I said, this is all live. I want to welcome you. My name is Stephanie. Hold on one second. I have like the sunlight coming in on me, so it's kind of crazy. I'll set this up someplace else another time. Pull my Well, I can't see without my glasses. Anyway, my name is Stephanie, and I am transgender, of course. I live in Las Vegas. I'm the owner of Into the Looking Glass, and I'm also a performer. Like I said, this is all live, and I am at work. So I'm getting a lot of spam calls, and I don't know how to stop those. It's just like one after another. Anyway, this is a platform for us all to have conversations about many things, um, especially within the transgender community, talking about growing older as an actual trans person, where we fit in with society. Um, I'm very middle of the road with everything. So just talking about that, talking about products, especially makeup, all of that I love. So it's like this is awful bright in here. So I have this huge window over here, and the sunlight is just pouring in. And I think I'll do this back in my makeup room for next week. Anyway, I want to welcome, and I know no one is in here just a second. This is something, and my phone keeps ringing like crazy. This is going to be a spam call. Watch this. Hello? 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 Hi, you're live. They hung up. Anyway, it's always about Medicaid or Medicare or whatever that all is about. And it's just like sometimes it's the same number, they're shielding numbers, and it's just like bam, 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 one after another is absolutely crazy. So what I want to talk about today um, is that dreadful thing of getting old and being transgender. Um, everything's based on youth. And I follow Pamela Anderson for all of you that know who she is. She used to, or don't know who she is. She used to be on Baywatch. And then she did a bunch of like X rated movies with her ex boyfriend. He filmed them and it all went crazy. And um, then she wrote a book and she was talking about her abuse in life and everything she went through in Hollywood. And it was very touching. And I've always heard she was very sweet. And she was just recently in the Broadway show Chicago, my favorite Broadway show of all time. And she has decided to stop wearing makeup. Now, makeup is not considered foundation. That is considered eyes, lips, and cheeks. Elf is considered makeup. That's why some of these commercials you see and they're like, I'm bare, I have no makeup on. Well, they don't, but they have a lot of foundation on because we all have imperfect skin trying to get perfect. And I like her stance on the no makeup and getting into skincare. And I am a licensed esthetician. So I deal a lot with skin. And I see that on an everyday basis. I wax a lot of guys. I do a lot of facials. I also do a lot of makeup. And I try to teach people the very basics in skincare and helping them. I don't believe skincare should have to be extremely expensive. Um, it's crazy out there. It's a $1 billion business today, and but we're all scared because of what society says about looking older and getting older, even if we don't feel older. I mean, I'm well over a senior citizen now, but I still feel young to a degree. Some things have slowed down, but for the most part, no. But I've never done drugs. I've never smoked, and I know I have to watch that. The algorithm here because there's certain words that YouTube doesn't like. So, but this is raw. So we will be getting into probably some dirty language because I got a mouth like a sailor. But anyway, um, It's very difficult out there, and sometimes we're harder on ourselves, but I do believe in great skincare. I do love makeup. Um, I guess that's just the queen or the crossdresser still left in me. And we'll get into that later. But I want to show you a product. Of all things, I found this at the Dollar Tree. And the ingredients in it are actually pretty good. I mean, the number one ingredient is water, but I mean, everything else in it is actually pretty good. And this is an eye serum. It has no parabens, no fragrance, and none of the bad stuff in it. And it's a dupe of Olay Eye Lifting Serum. Doesn't work. It's good. There's things on the market that are much better, and there are things that aren't. I'm going to show it to you. This is by Be Pure, and it's actually a pretty good brand. But I want to show it to you. I just got it because I'm going to be testing different products, and I've actually have used this for about a week now, and I like it. So it comes like in the little box, and then this little package thing, and then it comes out like this. If you can, I'm sorry, this is so blurry. I gotta fix the lighting. And then it comes out just a little bit. I'm put 2 dots on. And you pat it on. You don't smear it, but you pat it like that. And it's a really nice texture. It feels great. Now, there's a certain point if you're out partying, and sad to say, that's a lot within the gay community and the tea world. And I've never done any of that. I've rarely drank over the years. I've tried to keep myself up, but I do have diabetes, and that's a subject that I'm going to talk about in another episode and what helped brought that on. And now I am fighting with kidney disease 3, and it's extremely, extremely scary. And the things that I've learned recently within the last few weeks, I wish they had taught in school. I wish that my doctors had told me. Um, but it is all about health, and what you eat and what you do with your skin is going to help when you get older and around my age so you can stay looking decent or looking great. Um, I recently saw a woman in her 90s, and it was on Facebook, and she had said she still likes to wear heels and a lot of makeup and dresses, and I'm like, I love that. And that's probably the way I'm going to be um, when I get 90, if I can live to be 90. But anyway, so skincare is extremely important, sunblock being the most important, or sunscreen. And just because it's in your makeup, um, excuse, or your foundation, as I should say, doesn't mean you're going to get as much protection as you need. So you should add some sunscreen or sunblock underneath everything before you apply any of your foundation or makeup. Um, but this helps lift the eyes. It pulls the skin, not the muscle, and it does moisturize. There's many things on the market, but I'm just wanting to to show you this and to give this a try. Gosh, my it could be my screen starting and I need to clean it also. So I'm going to do that. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. I have tried this on one client on a facial, and she really liked it. So I'm going to keep it up and see what it does. I also heavily moisturize at night. My moisturizer, of course, should be a little heavier at night than in the daytime. And I do like to slug, which is basically where you put a lot of moisturizer on, you pat it all in, get it in, and then you go back and put more on, and it's like a mask, and it's very intense. Some people don't like it, some people do. It seems to work for me. I've always fought with my skin because I've had rosacea, lots of inflammation, only to find out that was connected with diabetes, and now that's been connected with the kidney disease. So I'm on a diet now that I've seen a big improvement with my skin. Um, it's an anti-inflammatory diet. Um, if I'd listened to my granny and my mother when I was younger, they're like, eat your greens, you'll have pretty skin, but I didn't like those. So I'm paying for it now. Um, but I always look at when a door closes, a window opens, and you can always get positive stuff out of negative. So I do have a lot to be grateful for. And now I'm finally, even though it's later in life, learning about all of this. Some of it I was just stubborn, some of it I didn't pay attention to. Um, but it all kind of connects. And I am keeping this short today. Um, but just it's just an introductory to this called Raw. I kind of like the name. I have a dirty sense of humor. But we're going to be talking about a lot of different subjects. And one of them being, of course, skincare and makeup, which I love. Um, and this being live, I'm still learning how to edit stuff. Um, and that's one reason I like it live. Um, Unlike some of the stuff I've seen out there, um, it's very fancy and interesting to watch. But I like it where I know that it's real and the person's real and it's actually really live. So that's what you're going to get out of this. And I do encourage you to discuss, um, to have a conversation. Let's talk about a lot of things you want to talk about out there. And by the way, if you would like to sponsor any of this, you can do that through PayPal. I'll put a link below so you can donate or whatever you would like to do. If you don't or can't do that, that's perfectly fine too. Um, so, like I said, this is unscripted, so I'm trying to think of all of this off the top of my head. And I promise next time I'll have things a little bit more in order, but I just wanted to get this going and the conversation started. And, you know, I know people don't have a lot of attention span much anymore, so they like it short and quick and sweet. So that's what I'm doing right now. I will see you next week. And let me see. I think there's someone actually in here. Let me change this around here and pull this down real quick. Um, anyway, let's see. Oh, they just left. So, anyway, I want to thank you and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.